Hey everyone, it's the 8th of June 2020. Just gone for a walk with Edison. He's leading the way. Beautiful grounds here. It's a deer park quite near to where I live. A little short drive out here in the evening. And obviously last week I think he's going again. Come on, are you coming this way? He absolutely loves the slopes, running down the hill. And last week I talked about kind of how the death of George Floyd in America had created a lot of protests and rioting there, and had been met with increased lockdown in America. And now, it's kind of following on from that, we've had protests in London, Bristol, statues being pulled down, thrown in the river in Bristol, and it's basically everywhere at the moment. All media and debate. Come on! We go again. It's about racism, and not so much about coronavirus. And I've even seen things, and they said, well, protests are okay, provided there's social distancing. Whilst a couple of weeks before, I'm certainly thinking of an image now of people being called COVIDiots for sitting in parks, etc. But now with a protest for a moral cause, it seems that it's okay, or more okay. So it makes you question a little bit. Is there going to be a second wave? Is this something? Here we go again. You happy boy? Come on then. We're going that way or we're going back? Whee! If it is, a deadly virus, etc., we're likely to have a lot of people being affected by this, and there's possibly a second wave and greater lockdown and everything else. So with regard to the racism, the outcome is there's more social division, and certainly in America more lockdown. That may happen soon as well. Come on. No. This way. No. Basically more lockdown. This seems to be the way to go. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's going to just kind of open up again, because it does seem to restrictions seem to be less. More people come back to work. But who knows? One of the things which has happened in the last day, in the last days, the UK started taking details of travellers coming into the UK. He's absolutely loving this, isn't he? The space, which is fantastic to see. Whee! And taking details of where they're going to be. People will be self-quarantining for 2 weeks upon entry to the UK. So obviously yesterday loads of people coming in, because from 12:01 when they came into the UK they have to be somewhere and download the NHS app, and there's this issue of everyone having to do it, even freight drivers having to do certain forms, maybe not self-isolate but certainly doing the forms, and lots of works going on with regard to that. But everyone's kind of saying, well, really, it's a bit late. We're this way. Come on. It's a bit late, 10 weeks too late. It seems like we've gone through the worst of the peak now. Obviously 8 weeks they seem to say is the peak of the virus, and after week 6 it kind of hits its highest point, and by week 7 and 8 it starts dying down. So we've gone through the highest point, and now we're starting to do these checks at the border. And is it just more of a case of track and trace? That seems to be the thing that's going to be going forward. Is it just getting it in order? Is a second wave coming? Is it going to happen? I mean, I'm trying to think, am I being negative about whether there's going to be a second wave or not? Or am I being realistic? And the experts seem to say, go this way. So far we've been here, we haven't got very far at all, and off he goes. Seem to think there will be a second wave. So we're kind of, at least, kind of, as I mentioned before, socially conditioned for a lockdown now. There's threat levels in place. We know how to go into lockdown very quickly. We know what to expect, how to behave. But now there's people with apps on their phones for tracing. Is going to be, for track and trace, is going to be a lot better. Technology's been introduced. I've seen things where, you know, kind of people can have like little ID cards which they wear in an office, and it beeps if they go within 2 meters of people. You know, social distancing kind of is set up in main places now, offices. No, listen, no, no, do not miss that, baby. Come on. Let's go this way. Should we look for the deer? Come on. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if you're a bit tired. All that walking you've been doing, all that running. You say hello? Hello. Good boy. So basically everything is kind of been set up in place. 3 months ago nothing was. But now everyone knows about it. Everyone knows what to expect. And I heard it was Jeff Berwick who said it, and he said, imagine, you know, if you know in January, a long time ago, that someone said to you, they're washing their hands 5 times a day. You'd be like, is he okay? You know, it's a bit much, isn't it? And now people are doing it all the time, and it's kind of just considered normal. So, is everyone okay?
Daddy.
Are you okay, Edison? Daddy's car's over there, yeah?
That's right.
No, we go this way. I'll put you down, and if you want to go running, you can. What way? No. I'll tell you what though, Edison. Would you like a bit of this?
Yeah.
Good boy. So that's really where we are. You know, new changes at the border. Everyone kind of aware of COVID-19, potential for a second wave. Because at the moment, coronavirus has gone away. But man, it could come back with a vengeance. Bill Gates thinks it's going to be in the fall. It could be before. You know, my friend said that one of the things is about this racism and all the protests is it divides us versus them. Protesters versus what, powers to control, whites versus blacks, protesters versus non-protesters. Are non-protesters going to blame the second wave on those who are protesting? All this social division. And now, of course, some people say, you know, look at it. People are arguing between yourselves, and you're not really paying attention to all the stuff which is going on, which certainly some people would say, for example, all the satellites go up in the sky, all the 5 technology which is going up. And obviously I can't say certain things because of privacy, you know, things will be kind of like banned. You say certain things straight away, the keywords, and sometimes you have to question, well, why? What is the question? What is the debate about stuff? You know, if it's shot down without any argument, but then I could be considered absolutely crazy for thinking this, and vilified, and I don't think so. I don't think I'm being out. I'm just asking a critical question. What do you think? You know, I'm concerned for my boy, concerned for the future, but we're waiting to see. Anyway, so we've been talking a little while now. He's quite happy. Which way, Edison?
Good.
I think he wants a lift. He has done a lot of walking today. Oh. I love you, Edison.
Daddy.
Good boy. So we'll go now for a little walk. We'll see if we can find any deer. Which way?
Right.
We'll go back this way, because that's the way he wants to go. And until next time, we'll say goodbye. So say goodbye, Edison. Bye, Mummy. Bye, everyone. Catch you all soon.